into an inner process, and I want to do it pictorially. So my ABC is some type of sequence that I think, as I'm reading, I say, oh, here, I think this happens, then this happens, then this happens. This happens, this happens, this happens. It doesn't matter if that is, quote, correct according to authorities who will remain unnamed. It doesn't matter at all. But what matters is that I do it. And I try to form it as a picture. If I form it as a picture, and I take that picture into sleep, especially if I go backwards with the picture C, B, A, and take that into sleep, the spiritual beings who stand behind the phenomenon will begin to speak into the pictures and rearrange them. The rearranging of the pictures, when I go to do it again, I have a difference between the first time and the second time. Something's moved in me of a different sequence. That's when I can write a description. And it's useful to learn to write a description after you do it, because that description is just a kind of net that's gathering the research. And then I represent the new one to myself as an inner picture. And maybe I see that in my ABC, there was something that I missed in the middle. So now I have A, B, B prime, C. And as I do it, I start to build sequences of pictures, and then it gets unwieldy, so I pare it down, because then I realize maybe I just need to do B, B prime C, or maybe B prime C, maybe there's a D. Once you're on the track of maybe there's a D, you're taking trainer wheels off your Harley. You are down the road. Because suddenly you have a question. If you have a question that you take into the spiritual world, that's much better than just kind of poking around in the darkness. Because then there are certain beings on the other side who are interested in you because you are interested in them. It's just like us. So if you wish to have a spiritual being that stands behind a world phenomenon interested in you, you have to show interest to them. I used to say, the coin of the realm of the spiritual world is attention. And you have to pay attention. And when you pay attention, you get interest on your payment. Okay, so and that's intent. So what I pay attention to and the sequencing that I give to it is not an answer, it's a question. I only think it's an answer if I wear a bow tie and have become a PhD, whatever. Then I go, this is the answer, until somebody has a better answer, and then that's the answer. And that's okay, because that's science. And that's okay. But this is a different kind of way of working. Okay, so I observe something, I look at the conundrum, or now we're going to look at rocks. I observe the rock. I'll ask you to depict the rock, and then we'll go to description, but we're going to go to another level, because we're going to use the partners sitting with you as a representative of the elementary beings. You're going to take what you think you have seen and offer it to them, and they'll look at it and they'll ask you questions. We're going to go through kind of dialogue process. So there's a lot of people in here on how we should do that with the rocks. Why don't we say one person from each table, just go back and grab as many rocks as you need for your table out of the box.